What makes this even more egregious, if that's even possible, is that WPATH knows that children can't provide informed consent to any of this butchery. They admit that in these files. Schellenberger obtained this footage showing WPATH members discussing how little patients understand about these procedures. And parts of this video were made public last year, but Schellenberger obtained the full thing. Here are a couple of parts of it. Watch.
I think the thing you have to remember about kids is that we're often explaining these sorts of things to people who haven't even had biology in high school yet. And I know I've heard others in this kind of a setting say, well, we think adults are like really slick biologically, but in fact, lots of people have very little medical understanding of stuff like that. We just medical professionals and mental health professionals take for granted. But I don't know still what to do for the 14-year-olds. The parents have it on their minds, but the 14-year-olds, it's like talking with diabetic complications with a 14-year-old. They don't care. They're not going to die. They're going to live forever, right? So I think when we're doing informed consent, I know that that's still a big lacuna. We try to talk about it, but most of the kids are nowhere in any kind of a brain space to really, really, really talk about it in a serious way. That's always bothered me, but we still want the kids to be happier in the moment, right?
We want them to be happier in the moment. He says, we try to talk about it, but most of the kids are nowhere in any kind of brain space to really, really, really talk about it seriously. That's just one of the many quotes like this from WPATH members. Here's another one, quote, it's out of their developmental range to understand the extent to which some of these medical interventions are impacting them. They'll say they understand, but then they'll say something else that makes you think, oh, they didn't really understand that, and they didn't really understand that they're going to have facial hair.